Alright, so in this video we're still talking about transformations, but we are stepping up. These are going to be harder problems. Last one we only talked about vertical, horizontal, but now we're going to talk about changing the shape of the graph. So, let's start off. There was a bunch of things going on here, so let's take it one thing at a time. So first, this is all in your notes, so I'm not really going over new material, just kind of recycling what it is. So first, we notice there's nothing outside, so that means there is no vertical transformation, meaning we're only moving left and right. So let's go look at something we've already known. We know that we're moving left 5 because of the plus 5. Okay, so look at the new stuff. Remember, the negative means it's reflected. I can't spell. Across x-axis. So we know it's reflected across the x-axis, meaning it's pointing downwards, or it's going to just be a mirror image. Now remember this 2. Remember the rubber band. If it's a 2, we're going to stretch it. This is going to become narrow. The graph is going to become more narrow in shape. So just imagine we're not going to do the full. So let's say this is our parent function. When I have a 2, that means it's going to become narrow. That is going to be my new graph. This inside of it is my new one. You can see it's more narrow from the parent function here. So look right here. Once again, go from what we know. We have the negative 3. Well, that means right 3. The plus 5. Well, that means up 5. So that's from what we know. We haven't looked at this 1/2 until now. So if this means it becomes more narrow, well, this has to mean it's wide. So like I said, imagine the rubber band. If I were to move it closer together, the graph, your rubber band is going to get wider in shape. So that's what this 1/2 does to it. So if we're looking at here, this is, let's say that's my original. 1/2 would look something similar to that. See how it makes it wider? That's what it does. Alright, so let's look at this one right here. Combine it, make it a little harder. So there are 1, 2, 3 different transformations in the first one. You can work at it any way you want, just make sure do not get them mixed up. We know that it's narrow because of the 2. We know we're just moving to 3. The plus 3 that is telling us to move to the left 3. And that minus 4 is telling us to move down 4. So there's a few things going on there. But if we just break it down one thing at a time, we're fine. Alright, so last example. So once again, there's 3 things. So if we want to work left to right or right to left, that's fine. We know it's wide because of the 1/3. Remember, another thing, it's only wide when the number is between 0 and 1. Do not see this and automatically assume wide. No, because that number is greater than 1. If the number is greater than 1, then yes, it's narrow. But if it's between 0 and 1, meaning like 1/3, and it's wide. Alright, so look at negative 5, that means right 5. And then obviously that leaves plus 2, which means up 2. Alright, so make sure we know how to do these and do everything I'm asking you.